What's up, guys? NepentheZ here, and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. Today, guys, I have decided to commit to an insane amount of evolutions, leaving myself with just Pitch Predator that I will also put on one of the players that's in the current Evo path. Some of the evolutions were bad and aren't very good upgrades. Some of them I didn't want to do on Arsenal's current players, so we've gone for some Arsenal past and present players. And we've gone for some players that have some really fun properties, like really tall in general, or really good physicals, or maybe a certain play style that's really good. And for the Arsenal past and present players that I've gone for today, I've gone for players that weren't just youth players that then moved on, because I personally don't really feel like they count towards Arsenal past and present. I've only taken players that did sign a professional contract that then still got loaned out or moved on afterwards. But we've got to finish Lewis-Skelly within the next 13 days. And once he's finished, he will become amazing for how I want to play the game. He won't have tiki-taka plus, but he'll have tiki-taka, long ball, ping pass, intercept, bruiser, first touch, relentless, and technical plus, which is really, really nice, especially in that 4-3-3 with the 3-star skill moves and the 4-star weak foot. I'll put Leandro Trossard into Wonder Wing. That costs 25,000 coins. It's not the greatest upgrade for him, but because we have been enjoying Rafinha, I wanted to get him there. 4-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot. Got a good card now, right? So with an engine chem style on him, it will give him really good pace, really good dribbling, good passing, good shooting, good physical with the 4-star, 5-star. And then he's got technical, quick step, flair, trivela, and whipped pass, which is nice. And he's got left wing rolls, which suits us now because we're actually using wingers. So we can either use him as a winger, a wide playmaker, or an inside forward, which is really, really good. I've put Ben White into true strength, maybe against my better judgment, but I do feel like having block plus on this Ben White card and defender plus at centre back will be good. We are using him at right back at the moment, but that might be changed depending on other Evos over the next week or two. I don't really like this card now. He was good for us in the first few weeks of the game, but he's definitely fallen behind the power curve massively, mostly due to the fact he's got no skill moves and he's got poor pace for a fullback. His passing's real good. His dribbling's okay. Defending and physical will be great. Pace is okay. He will be way better suited as a centre back. So I might either play him at centre back just to try him, because that block plus could be really, really good. And maybe then we could sell on Gabriel and use that to buy another upgrade somewhere else. But overall, Ben White went into true strength. We've still got Ibrahim in incisive deep line playmaker. We do have to get him evoed up. He won't be a great card when he's finished. He'll be one that we'll use somewhere else down the line when nobody else fits into an Evo, like we have done with a few others. We have got Gabriel Jesus, so we need to finish. Of course, he gets no upgrade other than a cosmetic for finishing that, which is why he will just be the last thing to do. I have put Rekic into Titan's Guard. It's a horrible upgrade for him. 66 rated with good physicals, but otherwise terrible stats. 4-star weak foot is nice. Mostly lengthy at 6'1" is okay. He will have block and bruiser, which is good. And he does have a plus role in all of the centre-back options, which is really nice. But he will, again, he's another one that will just go into an Evo somewhere down the line. I've put Steph Catley into Track Thunder because she could be quite good here as well. She's got left wing with wide playmaker plus, left back with false back and wing back plus. She's only 3-star, 2-star. And if you remember last year, Steph Catley was one of my favourite cards for many months because she went into Pep Legacy after already being in another Evo. She became 90 rated with cracking stats. She's got left back and left wing with good pace, good dribbling, good defending, good physicals, and okay passing, but a bit low vision. But it's a good option, especially as a sub option. We can use her in different ways. She's got rapid plus, quick step, relentless, and whip pass. So quite a nice card there and should open up some possible options for us somewhere down the line. Then we've got Jorginho in Central Pillar. I'm actually really excited to use this card once he gets fully evoed because his passing is legit. His dribbling's good. His defending and physical are okay. 96 penalties, of course. And his playstyles are so key for a CDM. And he does have deep line playmaker and centre half plus at CDM. It's a shame he doesn't have holding plus or holding plus plus. But I think him as a deep line playmaker with ping pass, incisive pass, long pass, anticipate, press proven, and first touch, it's a really good selection of playstyles. And because he doesn't have a playstyle plus yet, once EA open up the ratings of evolutions to above 86 rateds, he honestly could become an elite card with just a massive pace boost and a really good playstyle plus. He could become such an elite card. So I'm excited for him. But the player that I'm interested in the most, guys, and I'm going to show you what he looks like when we fully evoed him, is this guy here. So his name is Tux Aneke, or Aneke. It's been told to me about 7 different times in the chat how to say his name. I'm going to go over Aneke until I see or hear otherwise. He's only 3-star right now, but he's 6'3". He's lengthy. And when he gets upgraded off of this, he gets these stats. He's got Rapid Plus, of course, 4-star weak foot, still lengthy, with really good stats. He's also got Relentless, Trivela, and Power Shot. He already had Trivela on his card, which sold it for me. He's got Target Forward, Poacher, and Advanced Forward Plus. But the thing that's really good about him is that after he's finished this upgrade, he goes into Pitch Predator. And when he goes into Pitch Predator, he looks like this. Now, yes, it's a waste of Power Shot Plus, but that's not a problem for me. We've got plenty of Power Shot Plus players. He gets to a point where he's 4-star, where he's still got Rapid Plus, Relentless, Chip Shot, Power Shot on Trivela. No change there. But this card is just really good. And with a Hawk Chem style, he's lengthy, 6'3", Rapid Plus, 99 sprint speed, incredible shooting, 89 jumping, 99 strength, and 92 aggression. His stamina is low, but he has Relentless. His heading accuracy is low, but it's manual anyway, apparently. And his dribbling's really good outside of agility, especially for a big man. Yes, it's probably going to take a while for us to get another Evo on him, and it'll probably end up going on Jesus or Havertz or something. But one thing that kind of sold it for me for, you know, improving Rekic or improving Aneke or improving some of the others, there's a few centre-backs that we've got that are ex-Arsenal players that are 6'5", that I'm quite interested in, is a lot of the cards that we've got, for example, Gabriel Jesus, for example, Raheem Sterling, for example, Kai Havertz already, they've already got promo cards. We've already seen as well that Saliba and Saka are getting promo cards in Thunderstruck. It's one thing to evolve these top tier Arsenal cards to a little bit better, but once they get a promo card, it just destroys the evolution. So where possible, I'm so happy to take players like this on board and see if we can like create just an incredible Evo of at least an Arsenal past player. But with that being said, we've got an insane amount of Evos to grind through. And we're just going to take whoever has the least amount of time to go first, which I believe is Ibrahim. But Ibrahim's going to be our first player. We need to win 3 games of rush, rivals, or squad battles using him. I'm probably going to start with him in rush, sub him out. Sorry, in rivals, sub him out, and then bring somebody else in and try and get him evoed up and try and work through as many of these as possible, as quick as possible, so that we are not left in a situation where we're probably going to have to play about 50 to 60 games to get this done. But a lot to grind, guys. So let's get into the games. Right, guys, as we get into some gameplay for today, a very tumultuous time for me with gameplay today. I was getting stressed, and I noticed with myself that whenever I start getting triggered at anything, I start getting triggered at everything, even if it doesn't matter, and it influences massively the way I played. And I was watching the pro event today because I had to get my hour locked in for that 50k pack and whatever the other pack was. I can't even remember. And these guys, they're pros for a reason, right? They're insane at the game. But these guys are like, one of the games was like 5-0 by halftime. Now, their halves are longer. I think they're 8-minute halves instead of 6-minute halves. But yeah, the top guy was like 5-0 up at halftime. And I'm thinking, look at that, man. Even the pros, they just get demolished, right, by each other because the game is super unbalanced. But one thing that I noticed and what I implemented into my game after this gameplay is that they take so long on the ball until an opportunity opens up, and then they just go for it. Even if it doesn't work, they go for it. Like, so after these games that you see me play here, I played 2 more games after watching the pros, and I tried to emulate, in a way, what they were doing. I tried to emulate just being patient in the back line and passing backwards if I have to, or just passing sideways if I need to, or, you know, if I, like, quite a lot of the time I'll get to the byline, get towards the box, and then I'll be in the box with a player, but, you know, towards the side of the box. And I'll be in a situation where I'm like, okay, I need to find a way to goal now. And I watched one of the pro players get in that same position, and he turned around, run out 5 yards, run back 5 yards, passed it back to a centre midfielder, passed it across, passed it in, and had a shot and scored a goal. And I was just like, damn. It's so simple. It's so obvious. Yet I didn't do it. So this time when I went into the game, I did do it. And I ended up getting 2 very easy rage quits. A 4-0 rage quit in about 30 minutes and a 3-0 rage quit by half time. And it was just like, damn, like, damn, man. I don't know. It hurts. Jack says, man, I realize I relate so hard to the stubbornness discussion, and this leads around this as well. I just had a terrible weekend league run, and I think unwillingness to change things up is partly to blame. After watching this, I will definitely be completely overhauling my team tactics and formation. And why not, right? So I did a lot on this account today. We did a lot of rush. I got all the rush packs. I also did the World Tour One Nation thing where I went with the French team and got those packs. I got that all finished today. But when I built the French team, I just put everybody in roll pluses and roll plus pluses, and the team looked hilarious. It looked hilarious. I had like my left back was in the left mid, almost left wing spot. My left wing was a little bit ahead of that. One of my cams was next to them on the left hand side. My striker was stood over on the other side of the field. One of my defenders was sat back with my other 2 defenders, and the other one was inverted. And like I had I remember what I had Desai in at CDM, but set up as a defender or whatever it is, like the fullback or defend wing, whatever the centre back is, but as a DM. And I was like, guys, this is just going to be hilariously bad. It was insane. It was insane. I literally got the 4 easiest rage quits I have ever gotten in any games ever. And I was like, damn, man, like, I would never have tried that if I wasn't just not caring because it's a game mode where it's not you know, no stress really. Yeah, I tried it, and I was like, holy, that was just crazy. And it's mad because I wanted to talk about this a little bit yesterday, and I didn't get to it. But with the FCIQ stuff for me, gives so much ability to experiment. Like, you know, how does a right wing inside forward compare to a right wing wide midfielder? What does that mean to the strikers? Can I cross a little bit more if it's a, you know, if it's a wide midfielder or a winger, or is it still not like viable to cross? Like, and I didn't do any of that. I just sat in, found a formation, stuck with it till the end of time. And sometimes I get stuck in it as well. Like, and this again comes where to my stubbornness is. Because I've got Power Shot Plus on Jesus, he stays in the team all the time, every time. What a ludicrous way to play the game. Why? Like, I'm literally just like devoiding myself of enjoying other options because I'm so desperate to keep a broken game mechanic of a player in my team. And that's ludicrous, isn't it? That is so crazy. Situations like that as well really bother me. Like, I'm hitting that finesse shot, and again, because of broken game mechanic, there was 2 passes on, 1 sideways and 1 in behind, and I still did the same thing anyway. William says, what is the exchange? He says, I came back to the game after a few years of not playing. I don't really know what it's about. So it was an SBC that EA gave us just after Team of the Year last year, and it was brilliant. You submitted an 89 rated goal, or an 89 rated player, and you got a pack of 53 players or 54 players with like 22 of them or something being rare and the rest being common. An 88 rated player gave you a pack of like 27 players, I think, with 11 rare. And then as you went down towards the 85, an 85 pack gave you 7 players. An 85 exchange gave you 7 players with 3 rares. And it was just a great thing to do because, you know, you had so much excess fodder. You was able to like grind these packs out, put them into player picks and stuff. And from those player picks, you'd end up getting more back than what you put in. And it was just a good way to run your club. I packed loads of special cards. I had the ability to do every SBC that I wanted to do. And it was a really fun time. It could have been better. It could have been better. But I do think that it was just, in general, like very, very good and very nice. Jack says, get Centurion Sol Campbell is generally really good and wins a lot of headers. So interestingly enough, Jax, I don't have a problem right now with my centre-backs who actually to the point where, let me just have a look at this Centurion's Sol Campbell and how much he costs. To the point where I almost have too many centre-backs. Like, yeah, Sol Campbell looks fun for sure. He's got like Roll plus plus as well. But I have Saliba, Gabriel, Yuri and Timber, now Ben White if we want him. I have Desai as far as an icon goes. Like, I have Calafiori if I want to play him at centre-back. I'm just not in any real rush to get another centre-back into the team, which is quite interesting. We got Chubbs Edit says, love the content Nep and really enjoy the game. I know it's got a lot of criticism, but honestly, from a perspective of somebody who only plays 3 hours every other day, I really enjoy it. Teams I play are always unique and different, something that the game has lacked since the early days of FIFA. It's like they finally got it right. And this was a really interesting comment to me, because I've got a couple of friends who have nothing, like, they don't go on social media. They don't even watch my videos. Like, you know, they don't care about the online scene. They don't play FIFA or FC, like, intensely. They play it a little bit more than casually because they play games a lot, but they turn it on for a couple hours and then they turn it off and don't think more of it. And they both love the game. They both like really enjoy the game. And I don't know what division you're in, but the fact that you regularly see different teams, I presume you're in like division 5, 6, or 7, and like, that's sick, isn't it? Because that's the way it should be. And I've said this for a long time, and I stand by this point. But it's a very small subset of people that have the problems with this game that very small subset of people have. But they're the people that are on social media and are very vocal. So, you know, if all you're watching is like really good players abuse game mechanics, you're just going to think that that's all everyone does because that's all you ever see. But that's never the case, right? The facts of the matter are, people don't play this game like that, generally speaking. And this game can be fun and rewarding, but only if you're playing against people who aren't good enough to know how to abuse the broken mechanics in the game. But I thought it was a really interesting perspective from you there. So thank you for sharing that. Wap Daddy says, goalkeepers still have goals and assists on their data page. EA would never go to the effort. Everything Nep said in his vid, even though it'd be amazing. Do you know what's crazy? You can look at managers right now and it gives you their win, loss, draws, goals scored, goals conceded since they've been your manager. Did you also know, and I only saw this the other day, but if you go to settings outside of Ultimate Team, one of the settings pages gives you your overall number of games played and won and the total number of goals you've scored in Ultimate Team altogether. Isn't that fascinating? And it's like, when you look at the draft, it gives you different data points compared to rivals and champs. And they give different data points compared to, say, Life at Friendlies. You can go to Life at Friendlies. You can see on average when you score most of your goals, how many you've scored in the first 15, the second 15, the third 15. You can see where you score your goals. Are you sort of person that scores bottom right-hand corner, top right-hand corner? EA have all of this for Life at Friendlies, which means they have the means, but they just, for some reason, leave it open like all the time. And when it comes to the data pages, oh, it's one of those don't get me started moments. It is one of those don't get me started moments, because look at Football Manager. Look at some of these Web3 games or some like data sites for like Web3 games and stuff. The amount of data that we could have for our players could be absolutely outstanding. And again, you know that it exists because at the end of every game, you get to see it. So on a game-to-game basis, they have the information, they have the data. But on a general level, they just don't let us keep it or see it. It's really weird, isn't it? So Blood says, as we've got 1 more minute to go here, could you please elaborate on counter being broken? I use this but concede a lot. I always thought it was formation, but if it's counter on the tactic, then I'd love to know. Thanks and keep up the good work, Nep. I don't know. It is literally just something that somebody had said to me in my chat. They was like, oh, counter's broken, by the way. And I was like, why? And they were like, I don't know. But like he heard one of the pro players in a live stream, like a genuine like elite level pro player, like actual pro player, not competitive or anything, but proper pro player, be like, yeah, counter's broken. So he turned it off and he said he got like a better set of rewards and stuff. So I turned it off. And it has this, I feel like it's improved my team. I don't know why it's broken because I don't really know what it does. You know, EA so ambiguous with what they tell you how things work. But it's really, really hard to know. But anyway, guys, we got the evolution complete. The first tab anyway for Ibrahim. It was a bit of stress, bit of pain, but we got there in the end. And for today, that is going to be the end of the video. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. I'm out. Peace.